Evening all, welcome to Project Zomboid. Well, man, my voice went a bit funny then. Yeah, it's actually the morning here, and I've got a hell of a hangover. But I thought I'd bring you this video. This is something, if you're a fellow duster, and you play Dust514, and you follow me on Twitter, you've probably been scratching your noggin thinking, what's he going on about with this Project Zomboid? Well, this is it. Let me explain. This is a very early release alpha, as in it's only like a quarter of a game. But basically, if you like hardcore games, I know you sat there, you're kind of flexing your pecs right now saying, I'm a hardcore gamer, and you feel that you enjoy games where literally you have one life, you die, gone, deleted, no save, no backseas, nothing. Then this is probably for you, and this is, I'm a big fan of that kind of game. That's why I like DayZ and others. And this is why I think this game it's just addictive as hell. It is a fantastic game, and let me explain it. Basically, a zombie attack has happened, everybody's gone, and you are a lone survivor. So what you have to do basically is create a character, and you can select to be a number of different things, construction worker, whatever. And look at this intro. This is the best intro I think they could ever have done. These are the end times, and pretty much there was no hope of survival, and that's true. Everything is you're gonna die. We're all going to die. It's a very philosophical argument, but this is the story of how you died, and I love that. And this is pretty true because you'll go through many different characters, and this is actually, I think, my second character. And I'll kind of break it to you gently. It doesn't go well for her. But here we go. So we start here. Now, it's an isometric kind of top-down game. It looks like a very mini version of The Sims, and I imagine a number of you now are reaching for the close button on this video. Don't. Trust me, stick with it. It is a phenomenally exceptional game with a huge amount of detail. Let me explain how it works. Basically, you're in a town and there's about 3,500 zombies. There's, hundreds of houses, hundreds of businesses, police stations, industrial units. There's the whole shebang. And it's all yours to loot, okay? It's single player at the moment, but soon hopefully will be multiplayer, and then it will be epic. But basically, I've always enjoyed, I think it comes from being kind of an engineer and into this kind of view. I like these kind of views. And it's an ultimate click and point adventure game where basically you have to go and survive. Now, everything is rooted in real world, so there is an absolute phenomenal amount of depth to this. Let me explain. The zombie attack happened maybe a week ago, okay, maybe a bit less, maybe a few days ago. So power is still on, water is still on, okay, and the food hasn't rotten yet, and it's summer. So all of these nice things equate to a very easy start. As you start to get into winter, you need to find scavenge clothes because your clothes are going to be too cold and you can die of exposure. The water will start to stop coming from the taps, so you have to start finding bottles of water. Then you have to worry about if it's clean or not. Food will start to perish. You can't really cook anything in the cookers anymore when the power goes off, and so on. So it's a ticking clock. Now, everything in this game has a lovely kind of depth to it. So as you can see here, I've managed to find myself a baseball bat. The looting system is fantastic. Everything has a use, okay? So from sheets to tissues. If you get a cold, you'll sneeze and you'll attract zombies. It is phenomenally detailed, and I think when I first started playing it, I remember thinking, it's a bit not mad about this. But then when you start to come across these kind of scenarios, like I broke into a house, the alarm went off, and every zombie within a quarter of a mile came to this house, and I was panicked. And all of a sudden, and panic is actually a key thing of this game. And like DayZ, where you're incredibly cool-headed, panic in this game is a killer, because if you panic, you can shoot bad, you can miss, you can hurt yourself. If you're bitten, you're game over, but you won't die immediately. You'll actually, and again, it's not in all cases, but you can become infected and you become a zombie in the end. And it's just, I think, really a traditional take of what zombie movies and such should be. You have an inventory system which at first is quite cumbersome, but you eventually get used to it. And you have various different weapons, baseball bats, pool cues. You can even pick up a knife or fork. You can even spoon zombies to death. Spooning zombies to death, but not like that. And you can basically do anything there. If you can find guns, and if you can find shotguns, then you're even better prepared, because shotguns are phenomenally powerful. Again, it's not kind of your typical game where you'll shoot a zombie 20 times and then it might die. You can one-shot kill stuff in this, but also conversely, you can set it to have a position where if you don't headshot them, you're in trouble. Ow! Right, let's run away from this dude. And as you can see, they're kind of fast shamblers, and I'm just trying to push them back. I'm trying to work out how to swing my bat. But here we go. Running away is always the best option, because to baseball bat one zombie takes a few hits. You need to get, and there is a skill system as well in the game. So as you do more and more things, you get more and more skilled. You can start to kill stuff with one shot. You aim better. You can run faster. You can stealth better. There's a huge amount of depth to this game. There's things like lovely inventory stuff where you can basically pick up carrier bags, school bags, duffel bags. All these things help you then move around. Now the premise is that zombies stick around the urban centers, but you need to raid the urban centers for food and for equipment, and just simple things like finding sheets, ripping them into bandages and using them as bandages. It's all good stuff. Now again, the thing that in this game that I think is exceptional is the panic system, and as you can see on the top right, I'm excessively panicked, so I'm not kind of thinking right at the moment. I'm almost to the point where I've lost control. And also you have a tiredness system, which is something that I think DayZ and other games should have. There should be this thing where it says you are exhausted, you need to sleep, because currently you can just run into the forest and wait and then come back, whereas in this game you can't do that. You need to make a tent if you want to do that, but the majority of the time you're going to sleep in the buildings. You'll break into a building quietly, you'll barricade it, and then you'll sleep. Now let's talk about the barricading system, and I'll show you this in maybe the next video. This barricading system is just unbelievably detailed. You can barricade windows, you can find hammers, saws, planks, axes, sledgehammers. You can knock down walls, you can build walls. You can cut down trees to get wood. You then turn that wood into planks. You then turn those planks into walls or fences or floors or stairs. You can build your own smegging building in this game. You could build literally a zombie, an anti-zombie fortress in the middle of the woods. And that's something that, again, I think this is the longevity of this game. This game is not a frivolity. I guarantee if you can buy this game, I think from, I forget the name of the thing. Let me just find out what it was called. No, I've already forgotten what it was called. It's not Steam. It's basically a copy to Steam. I'll include it in the comments. But and a game costs $4.99 for early access. And is that worth it? Well, to me, you kind of judge your entertainment value on the price of a cinema ticket or a DVD or something like that. And I bought this game for £5, 5 British sterling. And I would say I've probably played, maybe 48 hours worth of it already. And I don't mean for 2 days. I mean, I've played this probably solidly for a week, and I think it's brilliant. As you can see, I've just cut myself. That's actually a big deal. I'm dripping blood. Zombies are going to smell that blood. They're going to follow me. I'm also bleeding, which is very bad in this game if you don't want to bleed. I don't have any bandages. I'm in great big trouble. I'm panicking. I'm pretty much in trouble now. I'm trying to kind of resolve the fact that I cut my hand trying to break into a window. Again, so cool. It's because I tried to do it barehanded. If I had a weapon or a baseball bat, I probably could have done it. As you can see, the zombies are now hyper sensitive to me now because I'm bleeding, so they know where I am. And I'm literally running around the corner thinking, well, I can deal with these. I just get somewhere safe. When I run into a herd, and I was thinking, oh fuck, what do I do? And I think, well, maybe I run through them. Oh my god, bad idea. And literally, that's all it takes. A zombie will get you. Within about 2 seconds of standing next to a zombie, you could be bitten in the neck and you're dead, just gone. But you could also tank them, let's say, and you could maybe tank the damage slightly. So there we go. It's a 5 for 5 hours. Now that's a very quick look. We're going to do a lot of this because this is just an exceptional game, and I hope they get more support, more developers, more people buy them, buy this game, because it is just an amazing game. And I haven't even hinted at half of the depth of this thing yet. So stay tuned and we'll do a huge amount more of this. I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.